Hey everybody, Frankie Day here for Frankie Day Models. I hope everybody had a wonderful Christmas this year. I had the only thing I miss about Christmas is my wife and everything, guys, and I had a good Christmas. I made my own Christmas. My brother came over and we cooked a big old ham. I made some scalloped potatoes, and some beans and cornbread and everything else I made. We had a good little Christmas dinner. And I'm just really, my best Christmas present that I've got, I didn't, that Uh, I would probably get that probably next month sometimes. My house I'll be getting. That's all I want. I don't want nothing. Nothing in life. I don't want nothing. All I want is a home. This is a nice place, guys. I'm not trying to downgrade my place I'm living at. I never lived like this before. Honest to God, I never lived like this before. Times are bad. I can't find a place to rent nowhere, so I got a house now that's being fixed, and I already made a deal with with a gentleman with Albert, and he I could paint the house, everything, work off the rent and everything. And I could help work out the cornfields and everything like that. And he goes, man, you're that man your age, you should be retired. I said, you can't retire. I said, 50 years ago, dear sir, a man could retire on Social Security and say, tell the rest of the world to kiss his keister. But nowadays, you can't save. Like my father used to say, it's not what a man makes, it's what he saves. You can't save nowadays. As long as we got this bozo in office right here, you can't save nothing. Only you can do is save your life. No help there. Anyway, I'll be at my place. I'll be a very happy man. Okay, you guys wonder what the video is about. It's about this old kit that I had for a long time. I finally turned to on Christmas Day. I'm going to say Christmas Day all day today. I must have got about almost 7 hours of paintwork on this thing. This is the Heller 1/150 scale Italian cadet tall ship, the SS AMERIGO Vespucci. It's a very fascinating and beautiful looking ship. I mean, I've never built one of these things before. The paintwork and everything is very clean. And the waterline is optional. I've seen it with red on there. I've seen it with green. I've seen it with black. I've seen it with white. So who's right, who's wrong? The only way to find out for sure is go to Italy or Germany or somewhere and see you there and see for yourself. But that's a far, far away place. So the water line on this thing is optional. It could be, I got white right here. I painted this, what I did about 2 days ago. I took it out and I sanded the hole down real well. I went ahead and just primed it with, this shit's very expensive. I kid you not. What the shit is it? Here it is. Excuse my French, guys. I don't know, don't cuss, but the old sailor comes out every once in a while. This is good stuff, buddy. I don't know if it comes out this can. Yeah, I don't know if you can read this. It's probably ass backwards to you guys as it is to me, but it's a color primer, color primer. This shit runs about $8, $9 a can, but it has so much good coverage. It's so much good coverage. I gave it a blast with this. I painted all white. I let it dry for a couple of days until yesterday, Christmas time. I went ahead and masked down the hull, paint the black. I also painted the ochre on here. They give me yellow, tan, ochre colors up to yours. No one's gonna pick that much. Now, there's two flaws in the kit I've noticed that I'm kind of you know was skittish, not skittish about it. It's just disappointing. They gave you no turnbuckles for your shrouds, and most importantly, no blocks. Now, for those two items that don't come with a kit, you're on your own. Trust me, guys. Trust old Frankie Day right here. Get in your search engine and just look for turnbuckles. The best scale, let's say 1/150 scale. Down the be 1/16, almost 1/16 scale. Go to Blue Jackets, or you go to model shipways, get turnbuckles. Anywhere from 1/16, 192 scale to up to 3/16 scale. And you'll find turnbuckles about like this in there. And they got little, what's really good, they got little hoops, eyelets. Let me bring this thing to you so you guys can see. Such a far away place to a close Monica. See those holes right there on top of the chain plates right there? That's where your shrouds are tied to. But there should be turnbuckles on there. Not my fault. I'm not going to go through the route of ordering this and ordering that and ordering this. I'm going to build this thing out of the box. I'm not going to fool nobody. I'm not going to fool myself. I'm building right out of the box and do the best I can. I may come up with some turnbuckles somewhere. I don't know. I can make my own. But I don't want to go through all that. It depends how much time you want to spend on something like this. If you want to spend the time on it, you're going to have to go out and make your own fittings. The blocks, this thing is very easy. Jesus. You can find a model shipway. Just make sure they're very small. The small scale you can get. And a lot of them probably 1/8 scale, probably. They're very small blocks, like so. I think 1/8 scale would be very good for turnbuckles on this thing. But like I say, if you want to spend the time on the model and everything like that, you can go make your own. I can make my own turnbuckles. The turnbuckle is very easy to make. All you need is wire and use a little feather right there to give the body of the turnbuckle and prime and paint. And glue it on there, but it's a lot of time. I don't want to put a lot of time in this thing. I want to build it out of the box and do it right, but build slow and build good. I'll be probably working my Titanic. And guess what? I got a special tweak for you. I'll probably be bringing out that big old 1/8, that 1/200 scale USS Hornet. I'll probably be starting on that. But I probably should last week on that final mobility of F4U Corsair group build next week, which is this week. I'll probably be working on the Hornet, so I'll bring that out of the closet. Little introductory to the kit. I had this thing for a long time. I made a parts list check on it. It's 100% complete. That's the box that comes out of. They come out. There's some that are. There's some earlier releases that have different box art on it. So it's all the same kit. Same thing with HMS Victory. You got one that's on the end. You can see it underway. You got one with a finished model, and so it's still the same kit, just different box art. Okay, now the instructions. This thing is all French. All French. The instructions are bilingual. These are the English instructions. This more or less tells you the parts contents, and it gives you instructions on how to rig up the jig. Now here's a jig to give you the kit. Where is that bastard at? There it is. Don't throw this away. I think Heller is the only company in the world. No. Airfix does it too. They've done it. They did it with their HMS Victory and the Wassa. Yeah. Once upon a time, under the law of Heller, they say they're the only company in the world that makes these jigs. They're wrong, because Airfix makes it too. There's probably others out there I don't know about, but we'll get to this when we get to the rigging assembly. All these parts has been primed with that white paint, I told you. All these parts has been primed and painted. Ochre color. Spent a couple hours painting them bad boys yesterday. So this instruction is in English right here. This is typical Heller instruction. You just got to put your mind in the way they present their instructions. It's quite simple. Cluster, which probably means all the parts together, And they got chapters, which means next page or something like that. So you just got to get around their terms. So anyway, you've got it in English, Deutsch, Germany, and in Spanish, Germany, and English and French. Now, I'm gonna give you two spools of this here thread in a kit. That's nice thread. I will use this on this here kit. It's polyester. I don't think it needs beeswax, so I'm gonna beeswax it anyway. The other threads, like the HVS Victory, that shit's like kite string. You can either dye it, beeswax it, and re-roll it in a spool, or just throw it away. I just throw mine away. If I don't want kite string, I go down to Family Dollar and get some. This is good stuff. I think it's nylon or polyester. It's all French to me. It's it's polyester. Yep. Humble. Humble polyester. But it wouldn't help the beeswax, which I'm going to, I guess, the rigging. So anyway, I got the hull all painted. It took a long time to paint this thing. This thing was pure Negro, so it was all black. Like I said, I just went ahead and just goddamn primed the whole thing white and just let it dry. I got to paint the embroidery. I'll do that today. Across here in the trail board, the same way. These Italian ships are weird. Now they're not weird. They're a lot different than the vessels I'm accustomed to. German, Japanese, and American, especially English, British. Those ships I'm pretty familiar with because I know they're very wonderful design. This thing here, of course, this is a tall ship. Now that battleship Roma is a mean mother. I've got a card model that what scale would it be in 1/200 scale. It'd be a big boy. And now they got a lot of wooden kits. They got Mantua, Surgo Mantua, out of Italy, and it's a very, 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 very pricey kit. I'm talking about 1,000. That's probably how much that kit probably cost. They got none of ochre. I've seen videos of that while I was painting this yesterday, and they offer not too pricey. Anybody can afford it. And it's a wooden kit too. It goes together quite well. Give you a lot of fittings and everything too, which is beautiful. But this here, I bought this out at not Cozy Hobby Shop, at the Mad Modeler Hobby Shop, Channel Islands, California, out there in Ventura. I must have bought that thing, what, about 77, 78? Yeah, every bit of that time. The kit cost me exactly $9 it cost back then. And I had it ever since then. Like I said earlier in the video, I made a complete inventory check on it. It's all there. But I noticed there's no blocks or anything like that. So maybe let me check the instruction. Maybe you don't come with blocks. So I went ahead and revealed instructions, which I have right here. And there's no blocks or no turnbuckles. Like all Heller kits, you always start out with a small piece, like the boats and small pieces. Get them out of the way. The derrick right there, get them out of the way. Once they're all done and completed, the next chapter is this. This is where I'm at now. I'll save that for last. Or I may just do it when the model's drying. Whenever we get to it, I'll get to it later on. On the next chapter of instructions, this is where I'm at now. Now, all this literature up here it's in French. It's a no comprende right here. And you just got to look at the instructions there. These here signify ropes And these ropes come right around the forecastle area, right through here. There's six holes there. So once they're located, which I already located already, and that thread right there should let go when the beeswax the hell out of them. And apply. You go to your flying jibs, your main jib, your flying jib, and uh, your trailing jib, and they can show all that. It goes port to starboard. So you got to put those line ropes in before you close the hull, and it gives you the decks. The stand's pretty. I think I'll just go ahead and leave it like the way it is. I may do something fancy, I don't know. And so once the ropes are done, then I go ahead and put the decks on, but the decks got to be treated before I put it on the model. The next chapter is all this, the fittings of the deck. And now all these fittings are all done, then you go up top side. That's where you put the mast on there. Fore, main, and mizzen. Spanker, Spencer mast. Hounds, platforms, cross trees. All that beautiful work. But look at the exploded views of this model. It will not take long to build. Not very much long. I could probably build this model in 30 days. And I'll work on a couple hours a day. It's a very beautiful model, guys. It really, truly is. And I've never built one of these before. I've built everything under the sun and then some. But when it comes to the AMERIGO Vespucci, I never tried it. I bought it because I thought it was a beautiful ship. It is a beautiful ship. I'm glad I bought it. Everybody's got one of these for your stash. Don't be bashful. Build it. There's a lot of research out in this thing. Like I said, the waterline is optional. Like I said, I've seen them on the internet. I see them on YouTube. It's yours. You got three options. I know. It's red, anti-fouling, where they use. That's number one. Number two, green. Well, it's four options of me. Then just leave it black. If you don't like that, do like I do. Paint it white. There's four options of the waterline. This thing must have went to different paint scheme. This ain't no tallow. It's just probably some kind of it's a steel hull. At least I think a ship is a steel hull. It is steel hull. So it has some kind of anti-fouling to it. So it might be some kind of a galvanized not galvanized, but we call it like a tallow pit, not tallow. I forget what it is. We had this up in the Navy. We used it for anchor chains. It's a fouling, like a fouling dope of some sort. That's probably what they use on this thing. They went ahead and paid the waterline. Only way to find out for sure, anybody's got the money, go to Italy or go across the pond and venture it and see it. Sometimes they have tall ship days out in San Francisco, California. A lot of those tall ships from all over the world come out there. And if it comes time to tall ships, do some research on the waterline. You'll find out for sure what it is. It's a nice model. It looks like it goes together fast. Another thing, this is just like the HMS Victory. It's very brittle. Let me show you guys something. These are the trees for all these decks came off of. Let me show you something. If you have air fixed plastic, trumpeter, any kind of plastic, even domestic plastic, it has a little bend to it. Say this is your mast, your yard, you bump it. Oh, it's busted. You try to glue it together. It's not going to work. Even ACC don't work. I tried it. Believe me. I built the 100 scale HMS Victory. The first one I built. It's in my storage. You can break the stuff with your hands. The plastic is very brittle. Look at this. Look at that. It's brittle. This plastic has no forgiveness in it, so please be careful. When you put the yards on there, make sure that the claw hammers right here are out of the way. And they're strong, but they're very, very brittle. I don't know what kind of plastic Heller uses, but they don't incorporate the polyurethane. I don't think they use polyurethane plastic. I think it looks like some. It's almost a form of ABS. That's how ABS acts. It'll snap. It's very strong, but it'll snap. The only way you break ABS or break this kind of plastic is by force. So, like I say, if you got those big old yards hanging out like that, you hit your hand, snap. Oh God, you know. The only way to correct that problem is get yourself some real fine drills, like these right here. With a pen vise, you drill a hole where it broke off at there, with a mast on there. When it broke off on there, with where the brakes are at. I'm trying to say where the brakes are at. Drill a hole there, run a piece of wire there, and go together. They used to say it's strong. That's the only remedy you can do. Just glue it together and hold it there, let it sit there. It's not going to do it. It's got to have reinforcement. It's lost its strength because it's the way the plastic is. So please be careful. They make wonderful kits, but the plastic is very less doubtful. I'll throw that in this trash can. Okay. Oh yeah. Lastly, before we get going here, three decks here. I prime these very lightly with that primer. I don't want to get them perfectly white. I want some of that plastic to bleed through. I'll tell you why. It's because when I add my wash on it like that, it'll turn that white into almost tan, to a tan color. This thing has wonderful texture. Look at the texture that thing has. Boy, that thing will eat up a wash like you could eat a Twinkie. It's like eating Huston Twinkies. Just put a wash on them. See that? I don't know how well the camera picks up, gentlemen, but I think you guys get the picture. And I gotta sand this down here. Got a tip right there. I seen that right now. I'm gonna adjust it right now. Well, your hands make excellent eyeballs. Sometimes I think I got eyeballs in my fingers more in my head. Yeah, I got that yesterday. Must have forgot about that one. That's a poop deck. That's a four deck. That's a forecastle area right here. All these houses, I have to get the deck all painted, get it all washed. Go ahead and start painting decals out. This model kind of interests me a lot. Okay. When I finish that, I'll probably be working on this. I got this for Christmas. 1962. This is like this. This is a United States cadet ship, USCG, Eagle. This is a nice kit. I think I paid $3 to cost back then. Yep, $2.98. I always had the prices on the box. That's the day before they start goddamn changing prices on you. You knew exactly what to get. It's a nice kit too, guys. Not very big. But once it's painted up in miniature, it'll come out real nice. I built one of these about 5 years after I got this. And I put it in the Mariners Museum out there in San Diego, California. It's probably still there. Highly detailed deck too. I mean, it's got metal work. I mean, it's a really detailed ship. You can see the texture on the thing. It's beautiful. And of course, miniaturization is the key to building models. But here's the deck. Good deck detail too. That'll take a wash also. Nice. And the best thing of all, it's too bad Reville today don't do this. Especially when you pay $100-something for a USS Constitution nowadays. They don't give you this no more. These are rat lines. All preformed rat lines. They don't do that no more. They're gone cheap. They give you 2 spools of rigging thread. This is all vintage kit, children. And my sales are remarkably in excellent shape for all those years. All those years I had this thing. That's what happens. You keep stuff like that in a box and lock it up and throw it away. You'll be surprised. It's like Santa Claus. Nice detail, the sails right there. Beautiful. So I figured you guys like that. I may throw that in too. That's been talking to me for a while. I would call this my Christmas built in 1960. I don't know what to call it. I'll call it something. Anything but late for chow, I'll tell you that. Get that big ton of fish, but I got this at all these. Guess how much I paid for this thing? I bought 3 of them. They're $15 a piece. 15 bucks. 45, 50 bucks, I got 3 of these things. eBay or a hobby shop, they want at least what? $20 for them, 25, maybe 30. Once upon a time, that kit cost only about $2 or $3 when it first came out. Those days are all long gone, buddy. Long gone, lonesome blues. Okay. Off camera, I'm going to go ahead. I'll probably pick up live action night on this. I won't prepare this before we get into live action. So I'm going to go ahead and give these decks a wash. You'll see them tonight. I'm going to use this camera right here, my webcam. Set it right here. Cock it down. Look at that monitor. I can maneuver it around where I want it. This is fine right here, but I like that. I don't care how hard it is to load all the time. Okay, that's it for now. So stay tuned. Probably around 5 or 6 we'll have live action going tonight on this. I'll be doing a little building, a little painting here and there, and so please join me. And again, I hope everybody had a good Christmas and everything, guys. I did too. Just lonely up my wife, and like I say, I lost my Christmas spirit a long time ago. After she passed away, I'm getting old now, and my Christmas presents every day. When I wake up, my eyeballs open up, I can look at the ceiling, take a good fresh air in my lungs. Merry Christmas. Santa Claus. As long as I get up in that right side of bed every day, I'm a very happy man. I got no complaints. Virtually, I'm a happy child. I'm pretty happy. I've got everything I have. I have everything. I don't need anything. I got my home coming up the next month, and Ahoy Bay, I got left to move. So I'm probably had some live action on my move there in the house and everything. And I'll treat you to it. And you guys will like it. I don't know, I'll love it. Probably be the last place I live for the rest of my life. That's what Albert said to me. He said, how long you want to stay here? I says, you want to visit until I die? And he goes, okay. So I got positive income. I got a bank account, and it'd be cash in the hand every month. You let me have the place for $1,000 a month. That ain't bad. So I got 3 pensions coming in a month, and plus my Social Security. That's 4. Yeah. No, I got 3. What the hell am I talking about? I'm trying to kill myself. Yeah. I got 3 pensions coming in a month. My military pension, my pension for Miller Valentine, and my Social Security. So I'm doing quite well. And So anyway, so look forward this week. One day this week, I'll be hauling up that big, colossal 1/200 scale USS Hornet. And I got to make a decision if I'm going to make it the Doolittle raid or like it was before that, which was about the only career I ever did. The USS Hornet is 1942, April 18th. I think it was the first combat mission I ever went on. Everything else is just launching from the dry dock. When I float dry dock. Yeah, this come on pretty nice. Such clean paint. So keep your hands clean. Keep your hands clean. Because like I say, we're dealing with clean colors like especially this black coat, this white right here. Always use gloves. I got a whole shitload over here. Tons of them. Let's grab gloves and handle there. Keep one brush for handling, and the other one for spraying. And because you will leave finger marks, you gotta be careful. So please expect your model after you get done painting it. Because once in a while you're gonna do something about because you're concentrating on one part, and you handle it. You got a piece of paint, you got paint on there. You don't even know it's on your hands, and you grab something like that. Oh shit! Then you gotta go back and sand it out and hit it with an airbrush. And you don't want to go there, fellas. Everything's gonna be done once only. Okay, off camera, I'm gonna go ahead and get these decks all treated and everything, and get my four jib lines all rigged up. You'll see them hanging out the ship and everything, and I'll probably have the anchor there too. I got plenty of chain. I got a big box here. Oh Lord, full of naked chain. I got fittings, and it's gonna be a nice kit. This thing interests you no end. I'm gonna love building this thing. Okay, I'm out of here, guys. So stay focused for this evening. We'll have live action with the AMERIGO Vespucci, Italian training cadet ship, tallship, and we'll have a ball tonight. Okay, guys, that's about it right now. I got nothing else to show you right here. I'm gonna be working on this too probably tomorrow sometime. I got all my photo etch for my Titanic. It's all here. Okay, guys, I'm out of here. I got a lot of work to do this thing before I get the live action going on. So stay posted for that this evening. I hope everybody had a wonderful Christmas and the kids are happy. You're happy. I'm happy. This is going to be happy. So have a happy Merry Christmas and a good New Year. And make Mama happy. Take care of the little ones. Stay focused when you drive. Be aware of your surroundings. Spend wisely. It's cold outside. Oh, was it cold. We have that vortex come in. Vortex, where you call it, come in. A Canadian Clipper or Arctic Clipper, wherever you call it. Whew. This trailer was 51 degrees. I was frozen. I could not get out of this thing. I was starting to get worried. And I made it out here. 10 degrees right now. Still cold. Very cold. Okay, get yourself a kit. Mama, it's cold outside. And get kid happy. Enjoy your Christmas affairs that you got and your joys, Christmas joys. And enjoy the year, because next year we're going to have a good year, guys. Things are going to start shaping up our way, and things are going to be okay. Say your prayers and things will be okay, guys. God's with us. I'm always with you, fellas. I love you guys. And thank you very much for your wonderful candor. And on also the reviews and your wonderful comments. I'm very, very deeply honored as usual, all the time. And what for you guys, I have nothing to live for. So you guys are my mojo. You guys keep me young and make me smile. Okay, this is Frankie Day from Frankie Day Models signing off. We'll catch you guys tonight on tonight's live action. So stay posted with that, and God bless everybody, and God love you fellas. And Take care, and we'll see you around the corner.